Hey, what's up everyone? My name's Az and welcome to my first video. Some of you may or may not be familiar with who I am already. If not, then all you need to know is I'm just a builder. Actually, I'm just a builder who decided to go out and create his own survival building team. So this is where I currently am now. We decided to call ourselves the Foundry, and basically we're a small team made up of, oh my god, oh my god, he's gonna kill me. I was panicking. I couldn't get out of F5. Well, that's something. Um, Before I was so rudely assaulted, actually. We're basically just a team of redstoners and builders who decided to come together and make super large scale, beautiful and immersive projects together. Actually, one of our members, Neek, just released his first video almost a week ago now about our journey from where we came from beforehand into what we are now. If you're interested in our origins at all, I highly recommend you go check his video out. I'll make sure to link it and our Discord in the description below. But without further ado, guys, yo, where are these zombies coming from? No, wait, I'm cooked. But without further ado, guys, let's get into the video. So guys, I'm not rushing. But I am pretty far behind everyone as far as builds go. As you can see from that intro clip, we have a small little base with a couple of farms in our chest room underneath the blacksmith's house here. I have lived there for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, I have sat down there and I have done everything but make my first house. If you can see there in the distance, we decided that our first project would be a traditional Japanese village. Nothing too big, but the goal was to make it really cozy, really tranquil, zen-like, you know, just really focus in on detail work. But I have just yet to come over here and put something down. If you're also a student, then you understand the struggles of midterms and just how crazy they can get around this time. And that's basically what I've been dealing with, but now I can finally build. If you can see down this pathway, these two trees on either side create almost like a gateway. So the idea that I had was, okay, continue this path down, and down this way we have my house. I think I want to put it here on the right side here, maybe with a tree in front to just block it off, because I was thinking that since, I don't know, around about here is like the middle of town, right? I was thinking I could have something a little bit more isolated. You know, I've been watching a lot of Silent Hill F gameplay. And if you know anything about Silent Hill, they're more of like a psychological horror type of game. And they really like to incorporate atmosphere and like the environment into their gameplay. So I thought that, especially getting closer to Halloween, I can have a house a little bit on the outskirts of town almost, and it could be a little bit more isolated just to bring in the spooky season just a little bit. Maybe I can make the lighting a little bit darker and just make it slightly empty. I also had a plan to do a small little shrine on the inside just to give it that, what's the word? That spooky, that eerier feeling of something's in this house, maybe worshiping the statue, but we don't see it, you know? On this side, I love the idea of having boulders or a couple of rock faces here along this natural hill to basically frame or create a forced sight line so that you can't see everything that's on the other side of this rock here. Now, it won't be too high, but I think that the fact that the house will be down lower just slightly and the rock's gonna be here, it's gonna work really well as far as isolating it, like I said beforehand. I also think that having a small foliage covered like overgrown pond here maybe another tree on this side or maybe here. I'm not sure yet, but I think a tree either here or here will really frame in the house as well. So now that we've covered the build, let's go ahead and start gathering materials for it. So guys, quick intermission. As I was gathering materials, I had Spirited Away playing on my second monitor. If you're not familiar with Studio Ghibli movies, you should absolutely try to check them out. They're like really beautiful, immersive fantasy animation style movies. That's like the best way I can describe it. But I was watching that and I got really inspired to make a train stop right here. I figured since we already had the area plotted out for one, why don't I just go ahead and make it? So let me build that up real quick and I'll be right back with you. Ooh, dude, I absolutely love how this turned out. It's super simple, very, very simple. But I think that I like that it's so simple with the complexity of Neek's train and the surrounding environment. Plus, I'm going to make a house here. I think that very simple, very quaint is just perfect. I really like the use of the new shelves here. Right here as making like a bench and then using signs underneath the carpet to give that like don't walk past this line type of vibe here that you usually see on train stops. I think that really ties it in really well. As you can see in my hand, I have two paintings here. I think I want to put them right here, maybe on the back. No. I think I'm gonna put them right here. There's two specific paintings that I'm looking for. So let's see if we can get them. Nope. Nope. That's not a bad one, actually. I'll keep that one. Uh, yeah, that looks good. Wait, let's try. Let's try to get greedy. Nope. 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 There it is. Yeah, so I think that like serves as a really good like advertisement or just some type of poster or flyer. But yeah, I really love this train stop. I think here behind it, as we build up this area a little more, I think maybe a tree here or maybe one here. Not sure yet, but I think a tree on one of these sides could work really, really well. Hey, Booze, what's up? Yeah, I think a tree right here could work very well. Yeah, he's checking it out. I think he likes it. Yeah. But guys, now that I have the train stop built and all my materials gathered, I can finally start working on my house now. I'm actually not sure if I want to start with the rock faces, like the boulders, with the pond and like a couple of trees, or I just want to go ahead and make the house first. I'm not sure yet. I'll figure that out in just a moment. But all I need to do is transfer items from these chests into a couple shulker boxes and I'll be ready to go. So without delaying you guys' time anymore, let's go ahead and get into the build. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh yeah. I honestly I have no idea where to begin. I guess we can start with the trees. Um, I didn't make any of the trees. Actually, this really cool oak tree right here is one of our members made this. His name is Nice, and he's very, very good with foliage. He's also made these two trees here, and a lot of the foliage dotted around this main area right now. But I asked him if I could make one of his trees, and he said sure. So this is his oak tree here. It's very, very cool. I like the use of like the moss and the grass on top of it. And then like some of the extra dotted leaf textures in here. He has like azalea and what is that? That birch and oak. Like he has a lot of variety here. It's really cool. Also these down here, both of these birch ones here are both flip trees. So I just wanted to make sure there was credit where credit is due. Before we get into the main event, let's talk about this little area real quick. I really like this little, almost like a fishing pond that I made actually. I gave it a small little dock, like a little walkway to just fish off of, or like maybe dangle your feet off the edge while you sit and like read a book. I'll probably spend too much time fishing here. I'm one of those people that in any game that I play that has like a fishing mode, I'll dedicate like a honestly a ridiculous amount of time fishing and trying to get really cool stuff while doing so. So this will be my little fishing area. This is what I meant by that boulder rock face that I wanted. And on the back side, you can't wait, let me fly. You can't really tell that they're there. It's no real visual difference from what it was beforehand, but it gives it a small amount of height and it obscures the bottom part of the house just a little bit, just so you want to come around this corner. I am so 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 happy with how this house turned out. If you know me at all, then you know my specialty is, oh man. Wait. Let me fix this. Do I have grass? Oh, I do. Nice. One moment, please. Let me just fix a critical error. All right, cool. Like I was saying, if you know me, I usually focus mainly on like the gothic style. So for this to have turned out as well as it did, I'm really, really proud. There's like a lot of tricky details that I did actually, like details that bring everything together and make the build feel very cohesive. Like there's so many little details that I've done. Like underneath the roof line, having the dark oak or the dark wood fence gates here. Like it's just something that you can't see looking at it straight on. But once you get closer underneath it, you're like, oh, that's a really nice detail. Of course, my favorite right now is the backwards banners as the windows. Banners are low-key becoming more and more accepted to build with in the Minecraft community. Usually people are like, oh, but you can't see them, they disappear from far away. But like, I think if you're in like a really dense area where your sight line isn't going to be from really, really far away, and most of the main paths you have are pretty close to the build, I think it works really, really well. Um, so yeah, the backwards banners are like a favorite of mine right now. Also, using the cocoa beans as lanterns for the outside was such a good detail. I really enjoyed when I put these up here. I was like, ooh, I'm actually cooking. The final one of my favorite design elements of this is the use of all the new shelf blocks. I'm one of those people that when I first saw the shelf blocks, initially I was slightly disappointed that they weren't like vertical slabs, but now that I actually see them and like I actually got to use them, they're probably one of the sickest blocks in the game, honestly. And the fact that you can hide stuff or like store stuff in them, dude, that's insane. You can store 3 stacks of items in here if you really wanted to. But I don't want to bore you guys with a super long monologue about new shelf blocks. So let's go ahead and get inside the house. If we come up to the front entrance, literally the first thing you see is the shrine. I put these two banners here to really force your sightline and to really emphasize the shrine here in the front, as that's like the main focus that I wanted the build to be around. Also with the use of basically partitioning off the house in three different sections. So you have the bedroom here, you have the main entrance living room here, and in the kitchen. Like as soon as you enter, you're forced to stare right in front of you basically. This is blocked off and so is this. So even if you were to enter from the side entrance, like the kitchen side, like the flow of the house really still flows towards this middle area here, especially with the light flooring. It's like a point of interest. So coming back into the kitchen, I really wanted to keep like a super minimalist, really zenned out, essentials only vibe to it, which is why there's only like two pieces of furniture in here. Like you have the table and chairs, or like the little like the cushions really. And then on this side you have like the upper cabinets with a countertop and a small sink here. I don't want to do too much at all, just to keep it very essentials based. And like I said, the main focus is this shrine room here. Coming around this corner, if you want to follow the yellow brick road behind this kind of like curtain veil type vibe, just a small little brewing setup. If I ever use this, it's just a little detail that I decided to hide in here. And honestly, I really needed something to give a light source out so I can mob proof this. But so coming into the bedroom, I really wanted to keep the same design principles as the kitchen area and just keep it very minimal, very essential. So the only things that's in here are a bed, a little bedside table with a cup, bookshelf, and a little flower table. So that's basically it. Of course, as all Minecraft players do, there's no second floor yet. Maybe there will be in the future, maybe. But actually, maybe I do like a haunted attic or something. That could be really cool. Yeah, maybe I do that. So you heard it here first, guys. Next episode, haunted attic, super confirmed by Azrel himself. No, but something definitely needs to go up there. I'm just not sure what yet, but we'll figure it out come soon. But guys, I think that's what I'm gonna call the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this. If you liked the video, please feel free to like and subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. But without further ado, I hope you all really enjoy the rest of your week, and let's cue the outro.